Doron change. Okay, we had enough fun with that. Lonely Star, Goju Wolf. I cosplayed as Garu at one point, so it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had the fursuit and everything. Yeah, the only time I ever dressed up as anything resembling a furry. It is what it is. Lucky Gegideska. Listo stop. Oh, come here. No, I prefer like using like the English names of the constellations. Beastar, Lupus Blue. But yeah, it's the episode title is a reference to Q Ranger, even though this episode has absolutely nothing to do with Q Ranger, and honestly, it has a lot more to do with
Shinkenger.
It has a lot more to do with Don Brothers and Gozyuger than anything else. What are we here to talk about? We're here to talk about #1 Sentai Gozyuger, episode 23, Lonely Star, Awakened Wolf.
Oh!
Oh! No, you're doing it wrong. It's yeah. Oh man, what a zany episode we got here. We got Candelabra like losing control. Orca makes me lose control. And it's so sad at certain points because it's like he even attacks my sweet precious bouquet and Mr. Shining Knife and Miss Sweet Cakes, but we don't care about those two. My poor sweet bouquet. How dare you? Candelabra, I thought you were a homie. I remember back when you were cool and you almost sacrificed yourself to avenge your drinking buddy when he was mercilessly killed by a tiny little bear thing. Yeah. The tiny little bear thing. But yeah, no, like what a crazy like continuation from the previous episode this was. How about you? What'd you think of the episode?
It definitely has a lot of cool and interesting moments.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I even love the comic relief bits, which we will get into very shortly. Yeah, no, the Orca blaster looks so cool. Not gonna lie though, I love the design of it. And I actually like how the Super Goju Wolf ring also is also like a crosshair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a really cool thing to look at. And of course, the previous episode ended with Goju Leon about pointing his magnum at the rest of the group, or so it seemed. But in actuality, no, he was actually going for Shinken Red this whole time. Oh, well, that feels like that felt like a bunch of unnecessary tension.
Yeah.
Actually, this entire 2-part episode felt like a lot of unnecessary tension involving his brother. Yeah, that was really odd. Yeah, so yeah, like the battle dissipates, they walk off, everyone's like sulky. It's like, what is that killer whale gun? Oh yeah, it's from the previous Sentai War. It was so powerful, it had the power to corrupt anyone who wields it. So we had to bury it in the bottom of the ocean so that no one can use it. That's literally the entire gist of it. Meanwhile, Candelabra is being a total jerk face. Granted, it's out of his control, but still, how dare you hurt my sweet bouquet?
Yeah. To where they try to cage the Orca blaster, but that doesn't work out too well.
Yeah, because as it turns out, oh yeah, and also using the ferocity inside the Shinken Red Ring caused by the Orca. Tega June, basically 3D prints. Yuzo, yes, yes. You know, we've waited 6 years for this. Yeah, finally, he's broken free, ready to get revenge. And yeah, so we got both Shinken Red and Juice. See, the way they showed it earlier in the episode, I was thinking, wait, did Candelabra turn into Juzo? Well, obviously he didn't, but still, how interesting would it be if, like, yeah, he did turn into Juzo? Yeah,
that'd be something.
Yeah. So yeah, we find out if we can't attract the orca by using bloodlust, we have to use it. We have to attract it by using a completely different hormone. So they dress up Oji-san as a seal, which clearly isn't working. So we added a bow to it because maybe a female seal, more specifically, would be more helpful.
It isn't.
No, but imagine if it was. But apparently, hearing the cry of a wolf, oh, was what was needed. You know, interestingly enough, while it isn't a seal, it'll be interesting if instead they dress Oji-san as a sea lion. That way, we could attract Byakuya back into the group. Get it? Sea wolf, sea lion.
Yeah.
Sea tyrannosaurus, sea eagle, sea unicorn. Oh wait, last time we talked about a sea equine on this podcast. It involved the murderous sea monkeys. Yeah. Definitely don't get a jar of ooze from a guy dressed up as a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will discuss more on that for our 3,000 subscriber special. Which we're really close to, by the way. Yeah, so as it turns out, the intent for Byakuya was the Shinken Red Ring the whole time because apparently it has revival properties, which apparently Byakuya's brother really needs.
Yeah, does that imply that he's a zombie or something?
Yeah, he's got that scar thing. Well, as long as Shindan Kuroto Shin is not involved, I guess that's okay. But yeah, so we got an epic fight between Juzo with Shinken Red, Super Shinken Red, versus the Gozyugers. Well, 5 of them. And we continue the subplot, the trope of, oh yeah, the 6 Rangers more involved than one of the 5 core Rangers. And much like last year, it's the Blue Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting. First we had 2 consecutive Black Rangers. Now we have 2 consecutive Blue Rangers.
Look at that.
Look at that. Actually, no. Last year, it was the Orange Ranger that defected for the most part. The Blue Ranger defected for like 3 episodes. And I swear, what's really frustrating is how many times they keep hinting at it. And they just don't follow through till the very end. I'm like, bruh, I don't even care anymore. It's like Rock Lee fighting Gara. It's like, you know what? I don't care if I go next. Put me last for all I care. It's like, I knew I would use reverse psychology on the randomizer machine. Yeah. So Byakuya is in the warehouse where everyone's fighting, and now he joins the fray. So we got 2 lions versus 1 wolf, 2 Red Rangers versus a Blue Ranger.
Yep. And then Shinken Red turns into basically another Shinken Red.
Yes. You're not wrong.
I don't know how else to describe it. Like, not as in, oh, look, there's a second Shinken Red, as in, like, another Shinken Red, as in another rider.
Yeah. I know. Like, you're
But the
making a
audience might
geo
not.
reference. Or
But the audience might not know.
Yeah, but how do I describe this corrupted version of Shinken Red? Basically, take the ancestral Shogun Battleizer from Power Rangers Samurai and use that as a design from like Hitotsuki from Dawn Brothers. In fact, they actually reuse a Hitotsuki costume to make this. If you really pay attention, just look at his legs. Those are Hitotsuki legs.
Yeah, you know, Toei and Tsuburaya have been reusing suits for God knows how long.
Yeah, but this one's just shameless. Yeah, so I had this idea of like, what if they made Hitotsuki from what if they made Hitotsuki for American Power Rangers? Not saying, oh, let's adapt Dawn Brothers. I mean, what if they just made Hitotsuki as a thing that happens in Power Rangers, and like maybe make them based on their battleizers and whatnot. So I am thinking along the lines of like it'd be named things like Morphin Key, Aquitar Key, Zeo Key, Turbo Key, Astro Key, Galaxy Key, Rescue Key, Time Key, Wild Key, Storm Key, Thunder Key, SPD Key, and SPD would be spelled like AC/DC from JoJo, you know, like ESPIDIKI. Yeah, Mystic Key, Overdrive Key, Jungle Key, RPM Key, Samurai Key, which is the name of an actual Hitotsuki in Dawn Brothers. Mega Key, Charge Key, Steel Key, Grid Key, Fury Key, and Cosmic Key.
Yep. And speaking of Power Rangers, you know what season's next for my rewatch of Power Rangers?
RPM, Get in Gear.
Nope.
Oh, I thought you already started Jungle Fury.
No, not yet.
All right.
So it's Jungle Fury.
Jungle Fury. Jungle Beast. Spirit Unleashed. Man, I love that season. It's so fun.
Yeah, the last time I watched it was when it ended back in 2008, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it.
You know, what I really loved about Jungle Fury is that you could get the Megazord for only $15. Granted, it's not deluxe compatible, although they did make a deluxe version that was $25.
Yeah,
I have both versions, by the way. But I would say the one downside is that the 3 auxiliary Zords were only released for the $15 version of the toy, while the Jungle Master Zords were made only for the deluxe version.
Yeah.
So while you could swap out Penguin and Gazelle with Jaguar and Cheetah, you can't use Elephant, Bat, and Shark on the Jungle Master mode, unfortunately. But
gotta import the Geki Ranger stuff.
Yeah. But what's really cool is for the cheaper version, they did make new Zords for it. Like toy exclusive Zords, like a Leopard Zord, a Puma Zord, a Link Zord, which looks very similar to the Claw Cannon.
Yeah.
That part was actually really cool. Yeah, and also like the Lion and Chameleon Sword come with so the Link Sword comes with the Lion, a Chameleon, and Wolf Sword as a 4-pack. But again, it's exclusive for the simplified version, not the deluxe version. But still, hey, you know, the simplified version has some really cool Zord designs. That's pretty dope. Yeah, the only downside is that it doesn't have that like animatronics that make it spin around like the deluxe does. I wish they made a simplified version of the Jungle Master toy so that it would have been compatible with the 3 auxiliary Zords.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, the Rhino Zord was also a simplified version, so it's compatible with the simplified Megazord.
I remember.
Yeah. But RPM was exclusively simplified, so you could get each of the 4 Megazords for $15 a piece, which means you could get like a slightly smaller Engino G12 for $60 at Target.
Yep.
Yeah. I used to have that. Don't know what happened with some of the parts or Zords, but boy, did I love that. It was so fun. It was so fun. Yeah, like I hate how like the simplified Zords were after that. Like the Samurai Megazords, like you can't get the Dragon Zord to fully unfold like it does in the actual TV show, for example. And also it's the only Zord that can turn into its original what's it called? The Turtle Zord's the only one that can turn into its original shape.
Yeah.
But the RPM simplified Megazord, like it worked correctly for every Zord. Like every piece moved or came apart exactly the way it was supposed to in the deluxe version. It was just cheaper and slightly smaller. But everything was done correctly. I wish that Power Ranger Samurai followed suit that way, but it didn't. And that upsets me.
Can't win them all.
Yeah. And then with Mega Force, it got even worse because you had to get like these 3 auxiliary jet components just to emulate Daedalus. Yeah. I gave up when it came to Super Mega Force. Never got anything from Super Mega Force, like at all. Dino Charge, still simplified, but they were very diverse with the Zords. It's like they did have all 13 Zords. Unfortunately, the correctly colored gray Pachycephalozord was a limited edition, so you had to settle for the purple one. Yeah, for some reason they sold recolors of various Zords. I think it was like there was like even the Parasaurolophus had a green variant.
Yeah, and then they made some of some Zords of the other Dino Chargers.
The one thing I did like is that they did make new Zords that are exclusively for the American toy line, like the Alamara Zord. Oh, finally, a snail Zord that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Or the Archeon Zord, which becomes a shield or something like that.
Yeah.
They even had an Oviraptor Zord, which due to the theme of it having the ability to fart, it fires a projectile from its tail.
Yeah, it becomes like a crossbow weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I wish they had all 24 Zords made into toys, but I will settle for 15. Sadly, Styracosaurus wasn't one of them.
Yeah, the Allomerus wasn't one of them.
Yeah. No, Allomerus was. It was the Gatling gun, remember?
The Gatling gun was Garuma Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the snail one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Allosaurus one. The crimson one.
Allosaurus. Okay, Allosaurus.
Yeah, number 15, the crimson one.
Yeah. Yeah. I because like aloe also refers to snails. And anyways, but yeah, no. Again, I wish all 24 Zords had their own, Zords. That would have been so cool. But we digress. We got a really cool fight sequence. We got some three-way fight sequences. Shinken Red Key like loses the Orca Blaster, and then like Goju Wolf basically dive bombs for it. It's like, so the land wolf tames the sea wolf. I'm like, bro, really? And so then we finally get our battleizer.
And it looks cool.
Yeah, it does. It's not overly complicated like the Mystic Force one. It's very simplified but very cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's called the Akatsuki Moon and not call it a daybreak form, because for one, Akatsuki actually does mean daybreak.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what Wild Goju Wolf reminds me of?
What?
Ironically?
Does it remind you of the Wolf Orphanok?
No. No,
Okay,
it reminds me, and this isn't a bad thing. You know those Chinese-made Sentai like Giant Saber and Space Deleter and Rescue Engine?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Space Deleter Red has a very similar looking upgrade to where he's got gold accents on him. So I'm thinking, it's like, ironically, this reminds me of Chinese Toku.
Oh, I'm trying to look at this because like, unless I'm looking at the wrong photo, this dude looks like, honestly, what's it called? One of them Tomeka Rescue Heroes, but with the King Ranger shield. Yeah. I don't know if that's the guy you're talking about, but that's the poster I'm looking at.
No, Space Deleter.
Yeah, that's like what Space Deleter Galaxy. Hold on. Space Deleter Red. Oh. Yeah, okay, this looks slightly more red. Yeah, this looks slightly more red, but it's still the same thing that I mentioned. It looks like a character from Tomeka Rescue Fire, but with King Ranger's shield on.
Yeah, he does. It just kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. And that black dude looks like freaking Colonel from what's it called? From Mega Man X5. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. X5 was one hell of a game. Yeah. Which reminds me, I never played X7 before. Or 8. I know 7 is controversial because it got 3D and Axel's a new playable character. But you know what we really need? We need a third Mega Man ZX game. Yeah. Yeah, we need a Mega Man Model E and a Mega Man Model C. Because El Pizo and Kraft. Yeah, so our hero grabs that Super Goju Wolf form and convinces Byakuya. It's like, look, man, you want to be a pop idol, you got to go do that. We got squid to fry. You game?
Oh gosh, that sounds like something out of Power Rangers Samurai.
Yeah, if Power Rangers Samurai made a Squid Game reference, yeah. We got ourselves a squid to fry. You game? But hey, could be worse. At least no one said ooh ooh.
Oh gosh. Don't get me started on why that's not a good season.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically Byakuya fights off another Shinken Red Key while Goju Wolf fights off against Juzo. It basically creates what is basically what's called Mangekyo Sharingan illusion, where like, oh, they're inside this really dark moonlit forest, and then Horo goes for a walk. See, if you know Team 4-Star, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he just slashes and slashes and slashes, and then Power Ranger Samurai Key like becomes giant, and that's when like freaking Peach Boy shows up in order to help. No, I'm just kidding. I wish it was like Hitotsuki. Yeah, apparently he's rampaging so hard that even Mr. Shining Knife and Miss Sweetcakes got burnt by it.
Yeah, they're like, we're out of here.
And no one likes a burnt cake.
No.
Especially when you're on a hot knife. Yeah. So of course we summon the Orca Zord. And yes, it does some Shamu flips along with the yeah. So of course Goju Wolf like summons the Megazord formation, which interestingly enough, when the Orca Zord comes apart, instead of just combining like normal, he just grabs parts of the Orca, just like
is he Jiraiya from Metal Heroes?
Yeah. So you may never question a ninja. Yeah. So the two of them they start chan bara
yeah. And I will say that part to where they both like slash the building, it cuts out like a triangular cut, and then the top of it falls down on it. That was cool.
That was really cool, and I still can't get over the fact that yes, the Orca, the super red Orca Tegasword looks like Susanomon from Digimon. Yeah. So that he uses his super whale slash attack in order to use his finishing move. And of course, inside you have Candelabra saying, "Next time, use less, because you're making me useless." And then he flees into that little circle in the back. Yeah. I really hate that of all the lines from Power Ranger Samurai in its entire 44 episode run, including the specials, the line I remember the most more than any other is, "Next time use less, because you're making me useless." I swear that voice better not be freaking Woody from VR Troopers, because it sounds so similar to him. Yeah. Now it's really gonna bother me now. Like I have to know what's that Woody? Power Rangers Samurai Moogers. I hate the fact that they're called Moogers.
Oh, I hate that too. When I first heard that, I cringed and said to myself, "Moogers? Are you kidding me? That's what we're calling the foot soldiers this season."
Yeah, even the Rinchi were called Rinchi, and not because Rinchi is the Japanese name, but Rinchi was actually a cool name because she means death.
Yeah.
And Rin refers to Rinki, which is the energy source of the Rinjuken Akugata.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The general.
Yeah, and then just when I thought it couldn't get worse, they call the foot soldiers in Megaforce Loogies.
Loogies. At least the Vivek sounded slightly less terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that character was Ross Gervin. What else was he? What other characters was he? Let's see. Oh, he was on Shorties. Okay, cool. No surprise there. He was Flytrap in Mystic Force. He was Wishstar in Dino Charge. Actually, that was a pretty fun episode. And Badusa in Supercharge. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah. So that's really cool. Oh, and he was in Sweeney Todd. Yeah. Yeah, so that's interesting. But still, that one line read. Next time, use less, because you're making me useless. Hey, Boomer.
Shut up, Izzy.
Yeah, no, for real, though. Yeah, so all's well that ends well. Byakuya's like, oh, I could never rejoin the cast because I tried to betray you guys. And then
Kumade.
Kumade is like, wait, hold on. I got an idea. Oh, yeah. So, guys, so basically, I needed to fool you in order to lure out the Orcazord. Wait, if you were trying to pretend to be our enemy to lure out the Orcazord, then why was I even dressed up as a female seal? Shut up, OG-san. Okay. Yeah. So basically, they turned the whole betrayal subplot into a nothing burger.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I mean, way to subvert expectations. I just hate the expectations that they subverted. But subverting them doesn't make it less cringy because you tried to introduce it. You still tried to introduce it. Oh, yeah, and something about obtaining the infinite. But, like, that's not really important in this episode now, is it? Next week, we got a Lupot focus episode.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, 9.5.
Same here.
Yeah. I would say like the only reason why I took off the 0.5 is because certain gags just did not hit as well. Basically, I call it Tiga syndrome, where like you need to either fully commit to the comedy or fully commit to the drama, but you can't commit halfway to both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like really make it either a 100 like a full comic relief episode, like the No.1 Penny Pincher episode, or make it a full dramatic episode like the Oni episode. But don't make it like you could do 100% of both, but you cannot do 50% of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you bring the 70s back and golf to not be boring. All right, what's your score and thoughts on the episode?
I give it the same score, 9.5 out of 10. It had a lot of cool moments, like that whole building being triangularly cut and then falling down on itself. Tegasora Katsuki definitely looks really cool. Had some cool fights, and Wild Goju Wolf definitely looks awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, it's like, see, like the scans of the toy looked really cool. I'm like, oh, he's getting coattails. And then when the toy actually comes out, I know that like I'm pretty sure certain people probably ragged on it. Don't know who, don't know why. I didn't see any toy reviews, so I'm gonna hold off my judgment on the toy itself. But I was just dying in anticipation to see the actual kaiju suit in action. And let me tell you, the kaiju suit did not disappoint. It's one of those instances where the kaiju suit looks way better than the toy does.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, though. Believe it or not, Engine G12 is an instance where the toy looks better than the actual suit. Weirdly enough. It's not often where the toy looks better. But here we are having the toy look better. But here, yes, the suit looks phenomenal. Like I know that like for the toy and even the way like they actually built it up, yeah, the coattails are like hanging from the front, but on the actual suit they're hanging from the back. It may seem like an inconsistency, but it's one that is aesthetically pleasing, so I will allow it to pass. And yes, we got the classic samurai thing going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, I like the Susano design. But yeah, like I said, either fully commit to comedy or fully commit to drama.
Mm-hmm.
Fully commit to both, but don't halfway commit to either. Okay, what was the score you gave?
9.5.
Awesome. So we're in agreement. All right, comment time. Axel says hi. Prathamesh says hi. How you guys doing? Man, I was surprised to see Juzo come back. I'm just glad to see Juzo come back at all. I feel like he doesn't get enough attention. And also, Kaido is the lovable idiot from Fies. Yeah. So Goju Wolf officially has the most rings. He does now.
It makes sense. He's red.
He's red. Yeah, he now has at least 10 by now. Which is appropriate. Actually, it would be interesting if the 5 Rangers each end up having 10 rings. Because then 50 rings.
That could work.
That could work. What if Steve Cardenas comes to Gozyuger and becomes a Ranger? Okay, I would love that. And as a tourist, yes. But in that same vein, you may as well make him Ninja Red. Just because he technically was in the 3rd season, and more importantly, Kaku Ranger did have a ranger who was a tourist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do not speak Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
I love that King Kosugi actually provides his voice to the thing.
Yeah,
and
it'd be cool
yes,
if he came to Morphicon.
Yeah, and of course, we got a compartment for the other 4 coins.
Yep.
AG.
Mm-hmm. Jusho fight.
Yeah. AG.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How do you turn this thing off? See, I still have no idea how this thing works because there's literally just 2 buttons. So I don't know how long that song's going to keep going. But yeah, so enjoy that background noise while we go through the comments. But yeah, I do agree. Steve Cardenas should show up, but I think it would make more sense if he was Ninja Red. Man, I'm gonna miss Fire Candle as Shinken Red. I mean, maybe he'll become a different warrior. You never know.
He might.
He might. Yeah. Or Jason Fong can also come as Dinah Red. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it'll be funny if Andrew Gray showed up as Gokai Red. Yeah, I'm gonna avenge myself in this life or in a different one. So the next episode we'll get to that Lupod Universe Warrior. Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully 2 of them. Yes. I hope that Nakia and Catherine should do a preview of Gozyuger in their YouTube channel. Well, we'll see.
That would be cool.
They got their own YouTube channel. Let them do their thing. Not my Juzo, not my Red Buster. Of course, Jared would say that. Yeah. But also gotta respect that you got a guy who sells Kentucky Fried Pheasant, played by a ranger who used to be a pheasant, becoming a ranger who has a fear of pheasants.
Yep.
Yeah. And now Kichino can be a track star instead of Miho. Ayo!
Oh!
So we're 23 episodes in, and Gozyuger haven't really felt like a team. Some characters more than others, not gonna lie though.
Yeah.
But I think it's partly because Byakuya keeps disappearing on everyone. Like, if you ask me. Susano Megazord, absolutely. My neck hurt from the show Whiplash. Rule of Cool is fine, but you can't be the only thing the show has going for it. Yeah. Gokai Red Wasted. Yeah. Ooh. Gokai Red Wasted. Like, that got me thinking about Adam Sandler. It's like, I want to be Gokai Red Wasted. I want to be Red Buster Wasted. I want to be Geekai Tirana Wasted. But you know what's really wasted? Ryu Soul Red.
Oh, yay. One of my favorite seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, went out like a punk. Yeah, so that's it for the comments, guys. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. We do Ultraman Omega on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gov on Wednesdays, a No.1 Sentai Gozyuger on Thursdays, and on Sundays we are doing Kamen Rider O's. That's right. We already did the first 6 episodes. We're going to do the next 6 episodes. We hope you guys enjoy. This Sunday, we love you guys. Oh, wait, no. This week, it's going to be on Saturday. So clear your calendars, because this Saturday, we're doing Kamen Rider O's. 6 episodes worth. Also, check out our various interviews from our past conventions, as well as upcoming interviews from those conventions. I'm also in the middle of editing some vlogs, so definitely stick around for those. And that goes for both our Toku channel, the Morphin Network, and our sister channel, the Butter Show. Be sure to subscribe to both channels so you could get the maximum of our content, because we love you guys. We're constantly making content for you guys. And if you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at the Burbank Marriott Convention Center on September 7th in honor of ToonCon for the 20th anniversary of The Batman. And announced just today, hot off the presses, August 28th to the 30th of next year, it's Power Morphicon 2026. Featuring the 20th anniversary of Here Come the Power Rangers, Here Come the Power Rangers, Here Come the Power Rangers.
And speaking of Morphicon, I'm definitely going to try to be there next year. But also, for the first time, my younger brother might come with me in cosplay.
Yay. Yeah. So you could say hi to some of us this year in the Burbank Marriott, but you'll be able to say hi to all of us next year. We hope to see you guys. We love you guys. You guys are amazing. And if you want to follow our personal content, where can the people find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/AxelRanger.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. And with all that said, guys, we love you. You guys are amazing. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I'm in the middle of cooking something. And if you want to know what it is, you're going to have to come back tomorrow for Kamen Rider Gov episode 45. We're really close to the end. We're like in the final countdown, the final arc. This is what we've been waiting for. It's going to be amazing. And yeah, coming soon, Kamen Rider Zets. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. And I'm totally excited for that. And yeah, I want to take a look real quick just to make sure we know where Morphicon's going to be next year in case they move it. Morphicon 2026 will take place in Pasadena Convention Center, where it usually is. Okay, cool. Yeah, it makes sense because the Burbank Marriott probably wouldn't be able to support that big of a crowd, but no, but cool. At least it's not Anaheim. I would hate it if it was Anaheim. But yeah, no, we hope to see you guys then and there. I know it's a year from now, but we still want to see you there. Get your tickets now. They're already open. And if any guests are being announced, we will let you guys know. And I really hope we get Kane Kosugi to be there, because I love Dead or Alive. It's one of my favorite fighting games. Yeah. All right. But until next time, we'll see you again real soon. Goodbye.